2v2 tournament bracket game. This is the last chance bracket where we have Tsunami, the 3 seed, versus the 6 seed, Just Team 2, who Just Team 2 beat them in the first half, or first round of the playoff bracket, to where now they are both versing each other again in the bottom bracket. 1 second, my bad. Alright, we're starting it. Where we are once again on Outback between these two teams, where we've seen before Just Team 2 pulled out on top. We will see if Tsunami will be able to pull it out or not, or if they're gonna stay in the losing side of this map. See a Snake and Velkban. The Velkban's kind of your routine. I feel like when going against Cosmic, just in general, that's a really good pick. The Snake ban, I feel like Water Slayer has been using him a lot since he came out. Just like we said in a general 2v2, banning him is a lot better of a decision though. We're gonna be having Aura and Hibana. Looking at these teams' previous matchups, they didn't have any versing at all in the regular season. They actually only played each other at the very first round of the bracket, where it went 7-4, 7-5. 7-4 was on house, where Just Team 2 won, and then it was 7-5 on house, where Just Team 2 won again. We will see if Just Team 2 will be able to pull out another dominant 2-game victory, or will Tsunami be able to flip it around, play like they were doing the first half of the season.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
If we get first half of the season Tsunami, this will be bad for Just Team 2. But Tsunami has to put their teamwork together. If they don't play together, this is going to be really bad so early. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm trying to get some polls here for stats.
5 seconds to go.
Which I'm not really pulling much, but
attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
I do find it interesting that these two teams did play already in the bracket. Not many teams can say they play the team they lost to again for their redemption arc. He knew the door was getting barricaded. He just runs in after he saw it on the camera.
Something's in the way.
The Thunderbird knows this. Gonna be playing a little passive here. Keeping an angle though. Not passive, sorry. A little angle. Water playing very aggressive on his hold. Gonna be blocking off that door. Give Bandit a clear run into the other area. Gonna block off that door too. Not really much for Just Team 2 to peek right now with everything blocked off. They got the one angle that they can kind of just focus on right now, knowing both players are there. Bandit having the shotgun could be bad, but it could also be really good on this map. Gonna push in. I didn't even realize he got the kill on the mind blowing. I don't know when that happened. That is my bad. And they get the cross peek onto Cosmic. Nice little push in from Water, getting both kills. This is what we've been kind of missing from Water the last few games we've seen him play. Just a complete shutdown from the other team normally. And I do feel like he loves himself some Aura, which was not banned at the beginning of this game. was gonna pull up the KDs to try and give a kind of estimate where these teams rank against each other through the regular season, which we saw Tsunami be dominant throughout the whole front half of the season, and the second it reached like round 5, I think
Defenders,
it was, they
protect your
just
bombs from
fell
being
apart.
defused by attackers.
They couldn't do it anymore. It was actually round 6. They lost their last 2 games of the
Attackers
season
have
and then
located
lost
a
their
bomb.
first round of the bracket. Whereas just Team 2 was kind of just winning here and there throughout the season. I forgot to pull up KDs. I'm sidetracking myself.
Now you see me, now you don't. Deploying ADS.
10 seconds remaining.
Let me get those KDs pulled up
5
for some
seconds to
reference
go.
points. I didn't really do much planning. I forgot this game was happening today. I
Attackers'
was
objective
able
is
to make it
defuse a
though.
bomb.
We should build a rocket ship sometime.
Water has a 1.17, kind of even on both sides of the ball. Mind Blowing has a 1.04, way better on defense than he is on attack.
All set.
I'm trying to find Mr. Justin. He has a 0.75, way better on attack than he is on defense, which the reverse split on that team is kind of wild. Waters are a good defender, and then Justin's just really serviceable on attack. And then Cosmic is a 0.73, even on both sides with it. Not really much you can complain about. He holds his own whenever he needs to. Jaeger gonna be playing Picnic. His door did get blocked off. If he plays this quietly, he might be able to get a pick when they push in. It's looking like they're gonna be holding that Mira, which Water has voiced multiple times that he does not get scared by a Mira. He believes Mira is overrated by a lot.
Swapping mags.
Which they are getting the Hibana for it, which I do really like. Which is a good counter. One of the best ways to use them. Getting sprayed at through the wall, I believe, unless there was a peek there that I'm not. There is a peek through the wall. A tag goes out onto the Mira, but the refrag from the Jaeger. I was gonna say from the Mind Blowing. Justin left alone, which we did say he is better on attack, so this could still be winnable if he plays this smart. But he has zero clue where the Jaeger is. He's not going to know that he's on the right side there. He will roughly know where the Mira is. Not exactly. He's going to swing into the Mira peak, but no tags. The pre-fire almost got him again. He's kind of playing very aggressive wide here. The Jaeger going to peek him, though. Peeks a little. Oh, he's not peeking wide. He just stayed tight. He's gonna be. Oh, the headshot through the wall because you heard the breach charge. What a kill. Just nice little spray considering the breach charge is so loud. You gotta be. I don't even know. There's not really much you can do. I mean, crouching would make it a little less, but even then, you can still spray at crouch height. Really, he just might be a Mind-Blowing versus Water Slayer day. We do see a lot out of Cosmic and Justin when they are needed. It's just, I don't know if they're going to be needed today. Just going to be the one-on-ones. I doubt we're going to see a Mira ban at the halfway point, but I also don't have any clue what they're going to ban at the halfway point.
Attackers need to locate.
Whereas
and
Just
defuse
Team
as
2
many
will
bombs as they can.
probably ban either Ying or Aurora, depending on how they play Ying here. The Mozzie might come very into the annoyance category. Definitely could see a ban going out for that. Just get Cosmic a little less camera knowledge. Let me see the Ashe and Ying. I do love a Ying pick, especially in a 2v2. You can kind of just clear rooms by
Bomb
throwing one
located
Ying.
by attackers.
And you should be able to
10
hear him
seconds
if
to
anyone's
insertion.
near.
5 seconds remaining.
gonna have the Maz Capcan.
Attackers are heading out
I
to
do love
defuse
the
a bomb.
Capcan too. It's just this map has so many doorways. You gotta check every single one too if you're gonna be pushing a Capcan on this map. They're gonna be getting the hatch too, which I don't know if Tsunami's gonna know that. They might just push in that doorway though, not care about the hatch.
Guys, keep an eye on doors.
We are seeing Tsunami push a lot tighter than what they normally have been doing as well. Which there's bonuses to each, but I feel like as this team plays, I feel like them playing together is such a better option, which as I say that, they're going to be pushing opposite side to site. Which will create a double pressure point, but there's not really much going on. If Ying can sneak in here though, that will be great for them. It's just Ying cannot overplay. She cannot make as much noise as she probably wants to. She will be opening that wall, which the Capcan will hear. And he gets the headshot. The wide swing from the Ying just blows up the whole plot. He's not going to know that the Mazi's on the bottom of the stairs. They hear each other, kind of. And he sees him. The pre-fire. I feel like you got to swing that wider once you know he's there. Got to get that pre-fire out. Just kind of a misplay once he saw the back foot of Cosmic. They're both just going to be the punch holes. I do like this from Mind Blowing. Justin might be smart enough to see him though, but he might still be too concerned with everything else that he doesn't see him. I do like where those punch holes are too though, because they're like right next to the couch, which I guess those are pretty obvious actually. If you look, he did see him, but it was too late. He didn't recognize it. He sees the arm. He gets the down, but the hallway swing from Mind Blowing. Just textbook kills from Mind Blowing there. Nice hold once he realized the hard breach was getting open. Just a prone hold, and then the head holes, well, the punch hole's there. Justin didn't know how to react to him at first, and then he swung the hallway perfectly as he got the trade on his teammate. Well, as he traded his teammate, I guess I should say. Definitely hoping to see a lot more of a tight game this game. Just hoping that the 3 seed holds on. I do believe they can, which is why they chose attack first, just so they get their warm up in, just like I like to do as well. But we are seeing Mind Blowing take over right now, which could be unfortunate for Tsunami. We haven't even seen anything out of Cosmic yet. He's only died once, which, if you've only died once, means you've only seen one person. And that means Mind Blowing's doing his job, which technically he did go down that round, but that doesn't count as a death. He played his life perfectly. Mind Blowing got the refrag on him before he even died, actually, which is kind of textbook. Now they have the Rook and Smoke. I don't really like a Rook in a 2v2, just because there's not as much purpose to it, but the Smoke is really good.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
We're gonna be roaming downstairs, gonna be opening holes in the doorway. He actually decided to get stood. He did apply a lot of pressure there by just shooting that door, knowing they were out there from the sound he used. But he might be able to play that staircase well. I don't know where C4 went. That's a little concerning to me. I'm confused as to where his C4 went. I really don't know. Doesn't really matter right now. It would be nice to have later. He could have a pre-placed C4 from below, actually, which is probably the one on that door. That's probably what he did. He did, but they know about it, so they're gonna shoot it out. It was a nice play. I didn't really think of that when I thought he was just opening a hole in the floor so he could shoot through it, and then got contested, so he ran scared. Thermite might be getting into a fight here with Rook. These are the fights I don't really like because Justin is not there to get a refrag. I feel like in this type of a 2v2, you have to have your teammate there to get a refrag.
Time to race him in!
He almost got the breach charge off. The tags go out on the Cosmic. Nothing gets damaged onto water. Oh, the headshot through the bullet hole. That was just a nice opening right into the head. I feel like Mindblowing should have been able to shoot that, but he wasn't. And Justin gets Cosmic down. Nice little duo push from Tsunami. We love to see it. I definitely did not expect Mindblowing to put his head up there like a prairie dog, kinda. We got the Mira and the Cav. I do like Mira, but I feel like once Water sees the Mira, he's just gonna go Cali, Hibana, literally anyone to counter it, really. Which it will still create a lot of pressure, so I don't know if that's really gonna work that well.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
The Cav could be really good if he's able to not get spotted and not get known about. Which I feel like is why they banned Deimos. But also with Tsunami not playing
Attackers
Deimos, they could be suspicious of a Cav.
Swapping mags.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Gonna have a Mira on that wall. Probably gonna put another one into B. Just to keep an eye on it. They did bring the Cali, like I said. Kind of just textbook want to get the Mira. If he pushed in there, he could have definitely got the kill on the Mira. I don't think he realized that no one's on that Mira right now. Mira might be able to actually get a kill here with the distraction. And he does. Hey, buddy. I'm left alone. I'm scared. Your L commentary, Kobe. What a play. I love that play. We love that for Justin. Nice little nade into the drone, you know. Gotta make them not expect the drone. Can't be having them know that there's a drone there. That would be stupid. The mirror pressure is coming into play now. No one's even on it. Oh, now there is. Which he will be able to get shot here too. If he holds it. He's gonna... Oh, Cav rotated away from the mirror the second he was able to get a shot on him. I don't know in what world you're rotating away from the mirror, and the mirror pushes up with a shotgun and gets the kill. Mind-blowing in his element. This is really just a mind-blowing show right now. We've seen it happen once before where he really didn't need his teammate. And as much as I say he didn't need his teammate is so much like value as just util in general. That round, not as much, but the pressure from that other Mira, not knowing if someone was there, was really good still. So it's really just about pressure points right now. Who's gonna fold first? We
Attackers
ignore
need to
that one.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Can't be out them like that. I'm gonna have the
Attackers have
Mira
discovered the
and
location of a
Jaeger,
bomb.
kinda just what we're expecting from this team at this point. Especially with Jaeger being able to block that. The only problem is you can definitely see that Jaeger over the couch. I'm trying to even be at human level right now. Yeah, like, that's just kind of obviously there. Which is still a fair strat, because if they don't see it, they could waste a gadget. But I think they're going to be going buck and going below the mirrors, which is also a fair choice.
5 seconds to go.
Haven't really seen that much out of this team, but
Attackers' objective is to defuse.
dude, I need a co-commentator. Get your ass in here. I'm losing it.
Reinforce the wall.
We have the buck and IQ just hard push below. Should be able to get a drone on those mirrors probably and be able to open below. I would
Now
hope.
you won't.
They're using the IQ, but I don't even think the IQ can IQ see the mirrors. Oh, gets the kill through the floor. I did not expect that. I didn't think he was peeking that. The C4 and dud. They're gonna have to find where the mirror is at some point. Which we might see a gunfight out of Justin and my mind. Which could just be a useless death on Justin's part. The smoke from the nade covered him, but he got too wide with it. Once again, Tsunami just not pushing together at the wrong time. One person overplaying their welcome. Whereas the other one's still trying to make stuff happen from below, so it's less risky for them. Which, if Buck's able to get it on this other side, the only problem would be a camera. But Mindblowing knows he has diffuser. That is another major problem. He has a perfect camera on it, though. He knows exactly where he is, having Justin watch it, probably. He knows he's rotating in. The camera gives that away. He almost threw the kill, but Water with the kill. Evening it back up. Scary situation when your 1v2 goes down to a 1-on-1, but Water pulled through. I am curious to how the defense rounds are going to go. I feel like most teams are defense-sided, so it being 3-3, having Tsunami go on defense should, in the history of this tournament, be Tsunami winning, but that does not mean it is going to happen. I don't know if I like the ace ban. Ace is really good as a hard breacher, but I feel like in a 2v2 you're going to have a hard breacher out there anyway. Which Ace is really good on this map, I guess, specifically. Thinking about it. I do like the Mirror and Finra band, kind of just two of the most OP on defense. But then there lays the problem. Water loves Castle, which is just such a time killer. And then Justin always goes Legion. I feel like this duo is always on the board, and Tsunami is always using it. So I guess if you know what you're getting into, it's not as bad as the other team, because you know they're going to be locking themselves in sight until they don't. And then you'll just have free range, and you know it. You just got to come up with that diversion and push as hard as you can at one spot. Or have both sides kind of pressured, but I don't know how well that would work against this team. If you're able to isolate Water's side and Justin's not paying attention, that would be really huge. But normally they're both like paying attention to the same side.
Have located a bomb.
Not many teams push opposite sides. I feel like I haven't really seen many against Tsunami, honestly. push opposite sides.
Ten seconds left.
Which might be the pressure they need to have Tsunami fold.
5 seconds to insertion.
We'll see how aggressive Tsunami's playing on defense, which shouldn't be that aggressive.
Attackers
They're
are heading
normally
out to defuse a
sit
bomb.
pretty tight. I don't like the dual rotate being next to each other. Just because that creates it to where if you're trying to go from that rotate, you have multiple pressure points. Let's say they take sight and you're in here. Which I guess could be fair for that point too, but the angles I feel like could be other side sided. Cabana is already up that staircase. He did not care. Justin gonna be swinging wide, not knowing Habana's already at the top of that staircase. That was really risky and he didn't even know it. Call's going out. I'm guessing a swing is gonna come here from Cosmic. The tags go out. Mind blowing is now 50 HP. Under 50. Wall bangs go out. Nothing gets hit there. Justin in a very high pressure spot. Just good hold though. Not really giving much ground. Making them peek him still. The long angle by Water Slayer though. He's holding this perfectly, but he is against a ACOG, I believe. And a DMR at that, which could work out terribly for him. But the DMR is already low. So, both a two-shot game, just one's with a DMR, unless it's the headshot. That makes it a one-shot. What a shot by Water, and then what a hold by Justin. Nice, well played by Tsunami here. Not really much for just Team 2 to do. Like I said, it's kind of just Water versus Mind Blowing right now. Whoever dies first normally is going to lose. Like I said, Justin and Cosmic both have the ability to step up, but I just don't know how likely that is to happen. We are going to be seeing a shield push out of just Team 2, which it swayed the tide for the last game we saw against these two teams on house. Tsunami was going up by a lot, and then just Team 2 switched to shields and took the momentum back. Which you don't like to see that happen again.
Defenders,
so I'm
your bombs
hoping
from
I'll
being
see more
defused by
shield counter
attackers.
here, but also they will not be able to see the shield until after this round. Or like counter it anyway. Which I'm sure they will probably get a shield ban here after this round as well.
Attackers have
Well, sorry,
located a bomb.
at the halfway split. They did ban Blackbeard at the beginning, which does minus off a shield, so Mind Blowing probably doesn't feel comfortable with someone like Monty or Fuse as a shield. But I personally do not like Blitz more. I'm fine with him having a full
10
auto
seconds
as
left.
long as I can still see him.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
They're gonna just be pushing in warehouse, not really much. Unless they have breach charges, which Blitz does. Should just be an easy entry, maybe feet. They hear the shield though, I believe. They're gonna be blowing that and then blowing the wall on the backside, creating a lot of pressure here. They should be able to get a cross peek on the Blitz though if they blow that wall and push it. They might have a cross peek either way, depending on what door they push. Luke's drawing the pressure. The breach charge blows Water through the wall. The tags come out onto the Blitz. Justin left alone. Doesn't know what to do. He gets the shield hit and a few tags, but it doesn't matter when Mind Blowing comes in and finishes the job. just unfortunate for I saw the breach charge get placed there too, and the second he went in that corner, I was thinking it, but I didn't think it was actually gonna blow. I thought he was gonna wait a little longer. He's gonna go castle again, which I feel like you gotta switch up the strat if you know they're gonna be going shield, or just have Justin go someone more shield counter, I guess. Which Thorn is okay for the shield counter. I do think Legion might be a little bit better just because it counters him from running at you. But also, if you bait yourself into a Thorn, what can you do?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I'm sure they're going to try to do a funnel strat here with the castle, make it to where they have to go down one single hallway. But if they do bring the breach charges again with the blitz, they're not really going to need to force themselves down the certain hallway. They might do it because it feels comfortable, but I feel like if they do it properly, it should be fine without the funnel. For 15 anyway. Because there's a chance they just funnel the Thorns.
10 seconds to insertion.
I don't know how high of a likelihood they're going to put that together.
5 seconds remaining.
It's not looking like it's going to be that high. It's looking like they're just going to block off everything.
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers are moving
Traps
to
are
defuse
going
the
to go.
bomb.
They might pocket them all, just try and get them as they come. 0 group. I am not in their heads. This is a main team I'd say shields are kind of scary for. The pings go out, but water is just kind of staying on the side. He threw 2 thorn traps on the same door, which is just not smart. They're both going to blow at the same time, and it's not really going to create much pressure for them to push. Because the second they run by at once or trigger at once, both of them are going off. He's going to get the breach charge down on the backside, too. Which they're going to be pushing separately this time. Shield on one side, line on the other. Which could create a lot of pressure here. Shield might be able to get a plant down. He's going to be running out. I don't believe he sees him. The feet tags are going to go out. Castle's kind of just going to hold strong, though. Lion gets the down. Going to leave Castle alone. Has to make a play. Gets the kill and diffuser. Gonna rotate back to site, I believe. The pings go out. They know where he is. He doesn't know that he's gonna rotate the bar, though. There's no castle on bar door. The transfer, he heard it, I believe. Gonna just play it patiently. If Lion doesn't make a noise, he should be able to sneak up on the backside of Water Slayer here. But he lays down, which could just open. He's playing this really smart, actually. Gonna go back to the other site. Doesn't know where exactly water is, I believe, unless they hear each other. The bullets come out. Time is on water side right now. He has to get plant down within the next 30 seconds or push. And the thorn trap gets him! I don't even know where that one was placed, but it was put perfectly to where Mindblowing didn't see it till it was already hitting him. It was even set for the window, not even for that. The thorn trap's coming out clutch there. I don't even know. The timer being decreased for it to go off is just such a big difference. If that was an old thorn trap, that would still be going off as we speak right now. I'm kind of just blabbering on. That wasn't. I don't know how to speak right now. Tsunami and Legion, kind of a expected switch out of water when Castle gets banned. Not really much of a variance there. This is a really close game compared to what we've seen before. out of these two teams.
Attackers need
Well,
to
I guess
locate
it's not
and
very
defuse
close.
bombs.
It's just kind of closer than what we expected coming into this, because we kind of expected Tsunami to just have their moral downgraded too much. But it's looking like they're keeping morals high this game and pushing through. This is closest they've been to beating just Team 2, actually. The other next closest was 7-5, so we're kind of tied there right now. But it's just kind of waiting.
Lost again.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I have Ash and Deimos.
Barrier deployed.
I'm assuming we might see some Deimos underneath play here with a Azami and Legion holding pretty solid angles, I would presume, considering there's an Azami. Deimos kind of clearing bar without droning. Kind of a scary spot to be. Gonna be targeting Legion.
Tracker on the prowl. Got eyes. Swapping mags.
We might be able to get a secure from Cosmic and Water, though. The tags are going close, but just not there. The feet were seeable, I believe. Gonna be going for him one more time. Can't see him. He's laying down on the suitcase or tote. Kind of just a good spot to be for Justin right now.
Reloading.
Not really much for Mind-Blowing to do. It just sucks when you have a really nice plan and then just one box ruins your whole day. We are going to see a peek here, probably from Mind-Blowing and Water. Sorry, Mind-Blowing and Justin. I thought Water was in the Cosmic and Water are actually in a gunfight. A lot of bullets, not a lot of tags. And Mind-Blowing sneaks into sight. Water not expecting it, but he might be able to get the kill. Justin should get comms that they're in sight, both on him. Not looking likely, though. They're gonna expect the flank around by Justin. And the down but a tag, and I don't know if that's really gonna make a difference. I think it's still gonna be the same amount of bullets out of Water Slayer's gun. And he tried to swing the Deimos, but Cosmic was holding too well. Not really much for Water to do once he got tracked. It is tied 5-5 now.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Finka and Ash could be a possibility. Capcan and Thorn, very interesting. Not really something I see Water play a lot of as of recently. He definitely likes his holding ops more, like Castle and Azami. And I think he also played a Rooney a decent bit recently, but I could be wrong on that. We will have the Finka switch to Fuse and a Ram come out. A
10
lot of
seconds to
vertical
go.
pressure going to be going out here. Nothing
Attackers
to
have
counter
located
either.
a
There's no
bomb.
C4 or
5
impact.
seconds left before insertion.
If they stay in sight, they might be screwed here.
Attackers are moving to
I think
defuse
they're
the
gonna
bomb.
need some roam this time. I think without the castle, they need roam. I don't think they're realizing that though. The second that castle went out the window, I think roam would probably be the best bet for them. Whoever wins this game does go on to play the slow rollers, who just beat the 2 seed. A insane play match. I can't speak. An insane night that was had by Vader. Capcan is going to be coming upstairs to contest, and I don't think they're going to be able to hear it over all the sounds. He will push up too late for the Ram to cover it, but I still don't think Cosmic heard it. He could have thought it was through the floor. If Water just held what he was holding earlier, he might have been able to get the kill. But now he's going to slow push up. The ping's coming out because they didn't shoot camera, but the whiff by Water. Ooh. Tags go out, and then Water peeks away last minute. Cosmic gets the kill. What a... I don't even know. Just unfortunate. If the metal pipes were facing the other way, he could have got a kill there. Kimmel will get shot. They're breaching the other thing. They have a camera on. Mind blowing. They know where he's peeking from. But now Justin's just stuck in the bathroom. Not really much for him to do. He's got to make a play though. Got to isolate one of these kills. If he doesn't isolate, he's going to be screwed by both of them later on. Like right now, the second you know he's there, you got to swing that. The hatch is open, which I could see Cosmic dropping here. But I also see Cosmic just holding for his teammate. But he also has diffuser, and there's only 40 seconds left. He knows where Cosmic is. Knows he's about to drop, I believe. He heard the footsteps running over there. He misses the kill. Like I said, if he didn't, he had to swing Mind Blowing earlier, which isn't a favorable gunfight for him, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you know it's a 1-on-2. The second it turns to a 1-on-2, you gotta make it 1-on-1s. Pulse and Frost.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Sorry, I
defused
wasn't
by
really paying
attackers.
attention that much. The visual out of Justin is not really expected, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said though, they do need the roam, and the Pulse playing downstairs is gonna be really nice for them. And I know Water loves Pulse. That's just a Justin going vigil I don't 100% agree with. But I also see why he would be doing it, just applying pressure upstairs. It's just he's got to know how. He can't overcommit to something. He's got to play smart. But while saying that, as long as he gets a couple tags out, Water's player would still be in a good position. They got the Grim and the Ram, which I believe Vigil doesn't get hit by the Grims. I don't know why he's sitting on the other side of the map right now, though. That's just not very fun. I get it, though. Trying to play the flank instead of playing the upstairs counter. Which he might actually be able to get a cheeky kill on Mind Blowing here, but it looks like Mind Blowing is pushing pretty straight on. And I think he's going to be able to get in the sight without anyone knowing. This could be really bad for Water Slayer.
Surveying for hostiles.
The shotgun drop shot, he gets it! That was so clutch by Water Slayer there. I think he heard him but he didn't know for sure, so he ran to the reinforced wall so he wouldn't be able to get wall banged and pulled it out, and he pulled that perfectly. He barely got it out in time, his shotgun out in time to be able to get the kill. But it was just a beautiful drop shot. I don't think I've seen a better drop shot in the recent years. This camera will get shot. They do know. C4 might come out here. He knows where he is. Vigil's going to be slow pushing. The C4 is probably going to make Ram a little more patient. This lay down shotgun, not really much for Ram to do there. And he pushes away from it, probably trying to get into B just because it's going to be a longer angle for him to hold right now. And he pushes into B. The drop shot tags onto the booty. Wallbangs try and go out. Vigil is pushing hallway. He's got to keep Ram patient, but Ram does not care. Ram got into the one safe spot. C4 comes out. Vigil is going to be flanking still. He does not know that he's in the cubby. Vigil's got to push this. Water not knowing that he's in that corner is going to screw him over in the end. He did push out of it though, leaving himself really exposed. He did get unlucky with the timing. He should have pushed out sooner when Water was peeking the wrong side, which he can't know that, so there's not really much to go off of there. The shotgun close range now. He has to peek this Vigil. He has the pings on. It doesn't matter. Had the pings on the Water, trying to probably get a pre-fire. And then Vigil's just holding the door. Nice little retake hold from Vigil. And great hold by the Pulse. Seeing overtime game 1 on a map that they already played against each other, where we saw 7-4 go down. Gonna be pretty close on both teams here. Just 2 kills are lacking from Tsunami, but they're keeping it up there. They just aren't getting the kills in between
Attackers
the
need to
rounds they
locate
lose.
and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Because they have perfectly 12 kills, which is all you need.
Surrogate deployed. Deploying razor wire.
Just team 2 trying to put a little spice into their kills.
Razor gate in position.
Get a little more boosted KD. Which their KD does not get added on to once it hits postseason. That's just the regular season KD. Because all that matters
Attackers
in
have
the
discovered the
postseason is
location of a
winning.
bomb.
And if you can't win, then that's why you're out of the postseason.
10 seconds
Big
left.
facts.
Floor reinforced.
5 seconds to insertion.
We've seen a Rooney in a Water. Like I
Attacker's objective
said, I
is to defuse
do
the bomb.
think he loves his Rooney. First time seeing it today, though. Then Thorn coming out of Justin once again. Who I believe Justin only plays Thorn or Legion, but I could be wrong. We are getting the Brava out of Cosmic, which we do know Cosmic loves his camera, guys.
Resource converted.
They steal the one camera. Probably gonna go in and try and steal a few more, either Rooney Gates or Thorn Traps. Gonna be stealing the Thorn Trap on that door, which could be huge considering Thorn did not hear it. The pings come out, tags a little bit, not much. Punch is going to be a really tight angle for him to. They have to pre-fire it if they're going to be peeking that punch hole. He's trying to open it, but it's hacked. So there's why. I guess it tells him when he's getting pushed, but which actually might be really smart. That might have actually been the play. I didn't think about that because it tells them when they're about to walk through it. Then, and then he can kind of just pre-fire it. Grim pushing up, trying to get the kill, but they don't have nades. They're kind of just. I don't know if they can really get this kill without peeking Water Slayer. Water Slayer is a perfect hold here. That Aruni Gate's gonna go down, and then he's gonna another push. He had his guard up because of it. Mind blowing is in the other site. He'll get the kill on the Thorn, but it doesn't matter. Water knows where he is now, and he has the DMR. Some would say he's a DMR crutch, just like his fellow companion, Dirty Chewbacca. Plant is going down. It goes off. He doesn't know that it's right side though. Which this is going to be a hard one to take because he doesn't know that Thorn Trap is theirs and that Claymore is going to create at least a little bit of a sound cue. I feel like, yep. Gotta play the time game as Mind Blowing here, but Water Slayer, you're pressed for time here. He swings out in the hallway. If he gets his kill early, he might be. Oh! I saw Grim's health depleting, and I really thought he had that for a second. Just what a play by Mind Blowing, getting that down and out. And then the Thorn Trap being hacked kind of just made it to where he was left out. Nine and 7 versus 12 and 6. Water is holding it close, but Mind Blowing is just trying to pull away at all costs.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Cosmic and Justin kind of in the same boat. Cosmic obviously has 2 less deaths. That was such a winnable round once they got that first pick though. I wouldn't say they threw it, but it definitely was just unfortunate. Kind of just sad to see. It's been an even split from attack and defensive rounds 1. So we'll see if attack can prevail one more time, just to push it to double overtime, give Tsunami the chance to win again.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Sledge and Fuse great for the vert play. They have the C4 on Mira though, which could be a little scary when pushing above, especially as a Sledge and a Fuse, considering you have to be right there to be able to do it. Putting all the rotates they need right now. That Fuse charge going down is going to alert them, and the Mira is going to be on safety duty probably. All the Sledge through the floor, almost got killed, but he picked off Mind Blowing. Cosmic in a tough one here after getting fused already. He is now 1 shot, and I believe they know where he is too, the way Water's looking right now. If he's able to get a fuse on that wall,
Reload!
which he is out, so that would not be possible.
Drone activated.
They have to be able to get a drone on him, which they are doing now. They know where he is, and pushes them out, and then Water gets the kill. What a back and forth pole game right now. Either team could win this game. I feel like with just Team 2 going on attack, that could be a disadvantage for them, just because how even of a split it's been throughout. Them getting attacked twice in overtime could just be what leads them to the L. Really coming down to a nail biter for game
Attackers
one.
need to locate and
I'm
defuse
really
as
hoping
many
that
bombs
doesn't
as
fall
they
out
can.
for game two. I'm hoping it stays strong, but there is a 50-50 shot that one of these teams just fall apart, and it could be the team that loses here. Whoever loses here could just lose complete momentum and just not be able to play for game two.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Reinforcing wall.
This might be a must-win for Tsunami. That's not even like a diss towards Tsunami. I just feel like just Team 2 kind of their
10 seconds
moral,
left before insertion.
like their ability to manage their morale could
5
be a
seconds
lot
left.
higher than Tsunami, I'd say.
Attackers are
But
moving
that
to
doesn't
defuse
mean
a
that
bomb.
if Tsunami loses this, they lose it all. Tsunami could still win this if they lose here.
Keeper strikes through. Deploying barriers. The keeper barrier is activated.
Which after this game, like I said, whoever wins out of this best of 3 matchup will be playing the slow rollers. And then we will have the filled up versus enemy game at some point soon as well. And then once those 2 games are over, we will see the winners, well, the winner of the slow rollers in this game, whoever wins up between those 2 teams. Oh, that piano is shoot movable. That, I mean, it didn't do a lot of damage, but that was definitely scary.
Barrier deployed.
Yeah, whoever wins. Oh, that is not good for Tsunami. Water needed to stay alive there, but Justin could very well win this from them being over aggressive. But with the Deimos, I feel like they could over. If Deimos plays below still, this could be an easy win for them. But I also don't know if Legion has been spotted yet. Like I said, was trying to say though. Whoever wins this game will play slow rollers. Whoever wins that game will play the loser of filled up and enemy. And whoever wins out of enemy and filled up, and the winner of whoever loses from filled up and enemy, and the winner of this, yada yada, they will play in the championship. If that makes sense. If he overswings this without his teammate being ready, Justin could be able to get 2 picks here. 1 kill. I'm really rooting for Justin here. As much. Oh no! That is not bueno. And the head glitch from the Tsunami, mind blowing, gets the kill. What a play from Justin trying to hold on there, and it just was too much from mind blowing. Too much pressure. An 8-7 win coming from just Team 2. Which wasn't bad at all. Tsunami held their own. That's kind of what you want them to do. And they still have a chance with the morale coming into this next game. I gotta go to the sheets, put that in, because I forgot to do the last game with that as well. On Outback. Seven. Two, just Team 2s. 8. And then I believe everyone's ready. I will join Water Slayer's call just to make sure he is ready real quick. Hello?
Are we starting?
Is Water ready?
I don't know.
He's the one person that's not ready.
Is
Yep,
it?
that's right. Are you ready?
Is water ready my ass? I'm just listening to dumbass shit like that.
No, alright, that's crazy. I think he's a little feisty. Feisty, battle rocket. Some might say. Going into game 2, Tsunami suffered a tough loss there. I'm sure they could be a little upset with themselves considering they made it so close. But that could light a fire under them. We'll see. To be determined. I will say if they don't win this game, I'm going to have to end the custom and restart another because I started it without checking the map pool, and Skyscraper is not in the map pool, which is the game 3 map. Amateur mistake, I know, but they win it here, right? Kind of just routine bans for these two. Oh wait, not routine. Water Slayer did ban Mirror. I thought it was the other way around. That is very new. And now they're just gonna go Castle, which I feel like Castle it could be really good, but with Zofia on the board, if you want to play Zofia, it's just not as great as it should be necessarily. We got the Cosmic random pick. Well, not random. Most played is Cav, unless he clicked last second.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have located a bomb. Ten seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds remaining. Attacker's objective is to defuse the bomb.
Cav is AFK after reading up in between games. I think he heard me. I also forgot how to display the menu. There we go. I need to be able to see that. You know. I normally ask both teams if they're good, but this guy readied up, so I did not really worry about their team. Could be on me. Could be on me, boys. Ran past the drone. He looks silly. Hope he got it in the end, though. That's all that matters. Gonna be having someone on each side of the ball here. With that hole being open, this could be huge for Justin, but he's gonna be overswinging it towards the Cav. Cav's gonna be hidden in the back corner, though. If he slow swings this properly enough, he should not be heard. He's gonna repel away. Gonna alleviate the pressure from the other team.
Something's in the way. Panel deployed.
Justin will be back. And Cosmic should get a free kill here. Just pushed it a little too slow. Regular's not really able to land their shots as many as they want. Gets the down. Cosmic gonna be peeking through the window. Gonna get that down, but he might get killed through this window here. It is a tight peek and it's a pretty far one, but he might be able to get a shot out here. But if Water's able to take that site and get that Aurora down on that other door, should be free. But he's gonna peek it slow. Ooh, he almost got took out there. Him knowing that the other site was clear at that point, deciding to swing outside. He cleared the site and now he's gonna have to re-clear it. And it's not gonna work. That's just a play you don't really see much from him, knowing that he just got shot at through that window. Unless he thought he got shot at from the rotate. That would be the only problem, I guess, because he did have a suppressor on.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Gonna have Thorn and Cav again. The Cav did play very nicely that round.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Gonna see it. I really like the
10
Doke and
seconds to
Deimos
insertion.
play. Gonna create a lot of pressure onto the other team,
5
but
seconds to go.
it's just how much pressure will they be able to successfully create with Deimos. If they
Attackers are
spot the
heading out to
Cav, it
defuse
will
a
be
bomb.
huge because then can just isolate the only roamer they really have. But also, Cav is not roaming that far away from site right now.
Placing a razor bloom.
Oh my god, tags go out. I didn't even realize he was through the wall there. That is my bad. Through the window? I don't know where the tag exactly came from. Through the floor, but he's on a wood table. It could still be bullet. Yup, still got tagged through it. Gonna get the kill. Water almost got caught out there, but he gets it. The Cav, I don't think he heard it. Justin gets the kill on the Mind. Just nice played out round from Tsunami. I don't think either person expected the other person to be there for that kill, but they both were there. I don't think there's really going to be any give here. This might be another 8-7 matchup. Both teams fighting to stay alive. Tsunami needs this win to even have a chance to stay alive, and they still will have to play another round after this.
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
Whereas just Team 2, if they win this, they're scot-free. They don't have another game they have to play. They already won the first one, and they are free birds. I'm trying to think. Did we? I think we did see just Team 2 versus Filled Up. No, I could be wrong on that. I think we have a couple times. I believe at the end of the season, Filled Up won it. Oh, wait, why am I thinking of Filled Up? Slow Rollers. Slow Rollers is what I want to be thinking about. Tsunami.
5 seconds to insertion.
Versus Slow Rollers, I believe, didn't happen at all this season.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And then just Team 2 versus Slow Rollers.
Device activated.
Tsunami did versus Slow Rollers. Tsunami won 7-2. And then just Team 2 has not played Slow Rollers at all this season. Which that would be an interesting game for two teams that haven't played each other at all to play each other at this point in the season. Which we will also be seeing out of Enemy and Filled Up though. Those two teams have not seen each other at all. I don't know if I like the Bandit Shotgun on this map, to be honest. I respect it though. We did see a complete shift in roles on this team though. 2-1 from Cosmic, 0-2 from Mindblowing. Did Mindblowing lose his juice? Get the tea bags out. Just chilling. I have 0. They're pushing from above. I don't know if they're going to be able to open that much floor. They will be able to open the hatch right above Bandit though. Little do they know, if they nade it as they pop it, they will be able to get a kill out of it. But it would just have to be Deimos nading it as Sledge pops it. Playing from below, well, above as Deimos, I don't like as much because there is, I feel like, a lot more complications to it. But I also am perfectly fine with that. Cav coming up the staircase. Justin doesn't hear him, but it doesn't matter. Justin gets his sights back down and focuses on what he needs to focus on. And then the shotgun's left alone. This is a very scary spot to be in as a shotgun wielder. Both of them know where he is too. I don't think Water knows as tight as he is. Oh, and he has wall hacks? There was not a ping or anything that came out there. He just sprayed. Water Slayer needs to be checked right now for wall hacks, please. Someone could get down that, and that would be very helpful. We need to make sure. Will just Team 2 answer, or will they leave Tsunami unanswered? Because there's not much pressure for them this round exactly, but they still would love to win this game so they don't have to go to game 3 and risk losing it all. I feel like I'm just repeating everything, but that's also a-okay. They get the commentary they need. Stop milking me. I'm the milkman.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Throwing if not.
Finner and Thunderbird. I really like the Finner play. He was
Attackers have
not
located a
banned.
bomb.
They banned Velk and Mira instead, and then Castle. Which Finner is really good, and I like the fact that they waited to
10
use him
seconds to
until
insertion.
after the ban.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Bulletproof camera.
Thunderbird. I don't really agree with.
Attacker's objective
Just
is
like
to
I said in
defuse
a
the bomb.
2v2, it's just like Rook. You don't really need it. Dark, it's kind of the same, but Dark has more selfish purposes.
Wall secured.
But what are the odds you're making away with your life in a 2v2? Not very high.
Healing station placed.
Dripped out.
Glad you rolled me.
They're kind of just playing close door, hoping to not get droned. Thunderbird just in the corner. Same corner. They drone the Thunderbird up. Actually, no, no one's on that window. They're on the other window. Got it. My bad. They are going to be hacking the fin runners, which if they hack the open ones, he will not be able to reopen them. If they hack both of the open ones, which I don't even know where the other open one is, he will be out.
Establishing link. Connection. Device converted.
Don't know what exactly they're hacking. Maybe another Fenrir. Trying to keep up with the kiddos. Justin being the one that's getting active now, whereas Water is sitting on his cam still. Not really many times you'll see that, but this is also kind of smart just to be getting all the cams as is. Or not really cams, but util. More of the Fenrir. They only have a minute left. They're kind of waiting long to make their push. But Water is already close. The wall! We need to test this guy for wall hack. Someone get on his computer right now. This is crazy. I say we kill it. I don't. There wasn't a ping. He just pre-fired that from knowledge. I don't, unless he droned it before he even went in. But even then, the odds of him moving are pretty high.
Smoke out.
And then they're just gonna hold it. There's not really much for Cosmic to do here.
My air jab is deployed.
And the swing by Water. He just doesn't care. Water is on one this game. He might be walling. That is 2 suspicious wall bangs in a row, and then a pre-fire out of a very specific thing. This guy needs to get tested for drugs. He overdosed. This little guy's really gonna make me have to restart the playlist to re-invite everyone. This is just ridiculous.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I would be curious as to how a slow roller Tsunami rematch would go. Because yes, the first time they versed, it was 7-2. And Tsunami won by a lot, but that's also when Tsunami was, like, not really questioning themselves.
10 seconds.
Which after this game, if they win this and the next one, they could stop the questioning.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Realistically
5
speaking.
seconds to go.
But also, I feel like it's always going to be
Attackers' objective is
a
to
scary
defuse a
point
bomb.
to be wondering if you're going to be going back to that downslide. Downslide? I try to say it both at the same time. Let's go. They're getting the outside bar wall, which I've not recently, it's probably been like a year now, where I realized this is not a plantable site. You cannot plant in here. It has to be in here or in here. They're going to be opening the whole wall, which I don't hate. mind-blowing going a shotgun again, which I don't know if I played as close attention in the first game, but he might have been playing shotgun as much as he has this game. I do not know. I don't think he was, but he very well could be.
Ready to push them out.
He's kind of waiting for a C4, I believe. He's trying to get the wall on C4, pull from the other side. Not wide enough. All thermites are used. He can't get this hallway wall. He's smoke at the back corner though, create a little bit of pressure. The only problem is the only entryway they have is still not in sight. And the wall bang on the mind blowing. He did see the head this time, so that isn't as sus. The drone play, he's gonna be able to spot Cosmic. Cosmic just kind of scared right now, not really much plays to go with. Site is just completely open for the other team. Which as Cosmic, you're gonna get droned out here. You gotta make a play now. The hard ping's going out onto Justin. The shots though, just not necessary. Now they know that you pushed out. The bomb going down. The hard ping still going out onto Justin. The cross being watched pretty tight. Just Tsunami holding this perfectly. They put Cosmic in a bad position. Holding a cross and then water with the kill. I think Tsunami came into this game with a fight. I don't know if y'all heard the call when I asked if they were ready, but Water Slayer was not having it. This is such a turnaround. Mindblowing went 14 and had 14 kills, correct? And now he has 0 after 5 rounds. Tsunami might be a fierce competitor if they keep playing like this. Unless it's just slow, well, just Team 2 just not being able to keep up right now. But I don't know. We'll see at this flip side if it's just an attacker side of the map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
But I don't think this map is that attacker sided. I don't think any map is really attacker sided. I think Water Slayer is just making his case.
Activating jammer.
We got a Kate and a mute.
Attackers have
stopping
discovered the location
all
of a bomb.
sorts of hard breach and util.
Jammer ready.
We might see a spawn peek out of this garage door, maybe? Seems like he's a little distracted.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
They might be doing a run out. They do have drones on it though, and they are gonna start reinforcing it. I think Buck's gonna get there too late. It was very close though. They don't have any hard breach, so the Cade does not matter at all. The only wall they can get is that one unless it gets reinforced right now, which it is. They heard me. The hatch is still openable and this part of the site is still open. Pushing straight in. Both players on the other team holding hard sight. Both have C4s though. The C4 will pull him off. Loading mag! Not going to be playing very aggressive. He's going to hold the C4 out though. Try and wait for another buck hole. Puts it away, gonna be rotating. Nope, he's gonna barricade the door. the barricade is heard. Gonna be waiting for Cade to swing that. Might be able to swing it wide enough to where he doesn't get shot if he runs through. 50-50 bullet here. Gonna run away, which shouldn't be heard as a sound cue from Cade.
Ready to push them out.
Neither team knows relatively where the other team is. I mean, Buck and Cade kind of know where each other are, but other than that, the other two are completely left out of the picture. Cade might get a test here. Door is getting sprayed. And Water gets killed. Justin didn't re-swing in time. Leaves it to a 1-on-2, with mine being a 1-tap. But that 1-tap is still better than dead. That is all we need to hear. I don't think that mute was necessary. Trigger finger out of mind blowing. Holy. I would be terrified. Has to make a play here. Both players are playing kind of close though. But it doesn't matter because he swings too far right. I mean, you had to wide swing it there and just not really an easy play to win. He did get the first kill, but he just needed a kill transfer a little faster. For it being, I guess it's not that close, I guess, but I was gonna say for as close as it is in Tsunami, both being positive by as many kills as they are, it's a little wild. But realistically speaking, I guess it's not that big of a difference right now. Which two rounds on attack, well on defense isn't really that great. Going into attack though, with the other team already winning for attack, you kind of have the confidence that it's going to be attacker sided map, but we'll see if that can hold true for just team 2.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Bomb located by attackers.
Using needle candy.
Tsunami and Legion versus a Fuse and Ace as of right now. The Ace, well, the Fuse will probably change, knowing that they're upstairs. Yep. Bravo is not that great of a change considering neither of these characters can get. Oh, he heard me too.
5 seconds left.
He's cheating. Stream sniper.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Keep our positions.
I do like the Ace Ash play, just to be able to open everything, but realistically with this site, there's not really much to open, which is the unfortunate part. This is probably the one site that really Ash and Ace aren't really that great for. We're gonna see a peek here from Justin and Cosmic, which Justin just doesn't hear him, and Cosmic gets the kill. Gotta have the headset a little louder, I guess. But now, oh, Ash was on cam. Gonna be slow pushing up green. If Water plays this quiet enough, he should be able to get the kill here. But I don't know if he's going to be able to play it quiet enough. Because I'm assuming Ash is just going to try and push deep hallway. Which will leave her exposed to the zombie. And the sound's coming out. But they hear each other. And it doesn't matter. The shotgun just can't win there. That is the one thing I do dislike about that shotgun is how slow the fire rate is. But also, it does do a lot of damage. Tsunami might be letting this one slip right now. So going back to their OG strat, which I the Capcan ban instead of the castle, it might be a little confusing to me. But I guess it was more of a high priority for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Reinforce the wall!
I wonder what the switch up game plan is going to be for the Just Team 2.
Bomb located
Which
by
I
attackers.
don't think they have to switch their ups. I think Ace and Ash is going to be the perfect counter to this castle hard hold. Because then you can pretty much open anything you want. Which I'm hoping they stick with.
10 seconds to insertion.
This is a bit of an odd game considering Cosmic is the
5
one
seconds left
holding
before insertion.
Just Team 2 together. But like we've said,
Attackers
very
are moving to
serviceable
defuse the
player.
bomb.
Very good when he needs to be.
I'll take it under consideration.
And Mindblowing's kind of just taking a back seat right now. And Cosmic, you are balling. Gonna just hard push in, knowing they're probably gonna be locked into sight with each other.
Selma sequence activated.
Gonna be opening that wall, probably open this wall too through the window.
Needles in position.
They might have to start bringing Cade and Castle instead of Castle and Legion. Everything is falling apart right now for Tsunami. There's not a single safe spot to hold right now, which is not a very fun time. I guess Water found Ace, the safe spot, but it's kind of pinned you back in the corner. Gets a tag on the castle. Gonna get swung here. Legion should get a free kill if he swings it slow. But he's gonna decide against it, which is a smart play for Cosmic. If he pushes in there, I feel like if he runs in, he should be able to get a kill. But it's also a game of reaction time here.
Reloading!
Setting up a breaching sequence.
Kind of just a hard spot to be as Justin with the amount of pressure that's going on around you. Gonna get some tag out. Water, I believe the castle to his side is still castled. But the cross from Mindblowing gets Justin down. The jump in. The headshot. It is a one-on-one. Mindblowing has not been playing great this game, but this could be his redemption. If you're looking at the scoreboard here, 2 and 6 should lose this. But we've seen Mindblowing play great game 1, and we just need to see him come back here. I love the Claymore run out. The only problem with the Claymore is it is in the open. There's not really going to be much there, especially if you're not peeking it. There's not really a cross with the Claymore that you can get. The swing and Mindblowing gets the kill. That could be the turning point for this game. Nice aim by Mindblowing. Could definitely be what turns this game around. And which it did tie the game. Yes, they have won the last 3 straight, but I feel like Mindblowing being able to clutch that makes it to where Mindblowing's ego is up there now. Or not really ego, his confidence. And that could demoralize Water Slayer right now. Or just Tsunami as a team. Which I'm really hoping Tsunami pulls through here. But there is a high chance that they could not here. Just for the morale swing wise. Anyway.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
The alibi and Thorn. We'll switch up from these two. We haven't really seen Justin play Alibi that much, and we've also not really seen Water play Thorn. It's normally been Justin playing Thorn. So that might also throw the other team off. They think they're pushing someone that they're not pushing.
Wall's done.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Ever since they switched to Ash and Ace, they've kind of just been running the game. Which I think is why they switched off a castle. Because they realized that the Ash and Ace is kind of just complete counter.
Focus on me.
Which is why I was kind of wanting to see a Cade in castle. Because Cade would be able to support the castle a lot better. Whether that's putting the Cade on the castle or just putting it on the walls that are like this, that are going to be able to be detrimental. Well, I guess that wall's not that detrimental, it's more of this wall, but you get what we're saying. Picking up what I'm putting down. Ash is just going to be pushing in downstairs again. I don't think he's going to expect him to still be there. The wide peek from Ash was not expected at all. Mindblowing gets tagged by the Thorn Trap and then swung by Justin, actually. The Thorn Trap gets him as he's trying to push Water. Just a misplay by Cosmic, who should have just triggered the Thorn Trap and then not pushed. Create less pressure onto himself. But now it is a 30 health Mindblowing versus a 100 health Justin and a 60 health Water. The swing onto Justin, the pre-fire by Justin gets him down to 1 tap. He might even be killable by just a random Thorn Trap. Water might try and run behind the bomb here. That could be too risky though. And the Thorn Trap almost gets him. He heard him jump through. There's no rotate though. He gets the swing and gets the kill before the Claymore sets. Nice play by Water. 10-4, and no one is really close to Water's level in this game right now. I guess he wanted Emerald for a reason. That's his stomping ground. Thorn and Deimos kind of just textbook bans from these two teams, especially with the way Thorn's been playing recently. I don't even know. Whoever wins this doesn't win the game, though. Like, obviously, if just Team 2 does, they do. But if Tsunami wins this, they could still lose in Game 3. I could see either team still pulling out here. Like, even with the Game 3 inbound. Like, you would think with after just Team 2 fighting so hard to win the Game 1 and then losing Game 2, that could just demoralize them. But realistically speaking, we've seen these teams come back from pretty bad set morally wise anyway. I don't even know if that was English.
Attackers have located
But I
the
think
bomb.
y'all understood. So realistically, at this point, I don't think there is anything that's going to demoralize these teams enough to not play as well as they are. Mindblowing would be the only problem in this case right now, with him not going as good as he did in Game 1. But like we said, Cosmic stepped
remaining.
up for a while, which we're going to need at least one of them to step up one more
5
time.
seconds left.
Or for at least 3 rounds. Whether they want to make it here,
Attackers are heading out to the
or if they want to make it to where they have to step up for next game. Next game would need more rounds to be stepped up for, though. It would have to be at least like 6. I don't even know if I'm speaking English at this point. I'm kind of just rambling. I do like the Pulse play out of water. Water loves Pulse. Kind of clutched a few gunfights. Game 1. Still didn't pull out with the win, obviously, but that's not really 100% of what you're here for. You're here to play the best ball you know how. Your alibi might get caught out here. Oh, the cross. Almost got one up pick.
Let's see what Boogie can do.
Which I don't think Justin's going to be versing that again. Pult is going to be running upstairs. Hopefully will be unheard. He's not seeing him anywhere though. There's not really much going on. There's just a lot of stalemates. Ram doesn't know that Pulse is upstairs. Ram's just trying to hold, and then the mind blowing is outside of the window. The tags go out on to Cosmic. Kind of just in a bad spot, but gets the headshot on the water. That could be a huge kill for them. I don't think all these kills are huge, but with it being this close, this late into the game, Tsunami needs their lives. I don't think he gets the ping. The cross! Ooh! The tags, but Cosmic should be able to get the kill here. He doesn't actually know where he is. Gets the kill, doesn't overswing. Played that pretty nicely. But now he's trapped in a corner against Cosmic, who has to either vault this or go out. He overswung it. If he swung that and didn't drop, he probably could have got the kill there. Justin get a little too antsy, too much pressure on his shoulders there. Water trying to pull through for his team. Justin almost got a good clutch for his team there, but just played a little too antsy, too much pressure.
Attackers need to locate.
I don't think there's a thing called momentum in this game. Not between these two teams, they do not care. They play Siege till they can't play Siege anymore. They don't care if they're winning or losing. They're playing their hearts out 24/7.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I think the way Tsunami's been about at the end of this season, I think they've learned that they don't care if they're winning or losing. They're gonna play how they want to play.
5 seconds
Which is
remaining.
a little out there to say, I guess, because of how the
Attackers are
season
moving
so
to
far has
defuse the
ended up
bomb.
for them. But I do think they still have it in them to win this. And if they go to overtime here and win, and still lose game 3, that would be very disappointing for them. I would feel really bad. Especially looking at the previous matchup with the slow rollers, like you would think that's an in the pocket game, but with the way the slow rollers have been playing, that could be very wrong. Especially with compared to how Tsunami's been playing. If that makes sense. Denari and Doc kind of had a nice Denari setup over here for the wall, but actually they do have an ace on it. I wasn't even really paying attention to the attackers, to be honest. We're fine though. Ash pushed up her staircase again, up green. No real pressure right now. Could get a peek onto Denari through the hallway. The drone did come out, but Denari did rotate away. Gonna get Claymore down, which could expose where she is. Denari doesn't know though. Ash is gonna get another Claymore down. Denari knowing she is close. Wallbangs don't land. Doc gonna be getting himself into more of an aggressive angle. Them knowing that both of them should be in that room right now. But Doc is still looking at the backside. I don't think the calls came out that both of them are over there. He tried to catch him lacking with the ace charge, but just missed all of his bullets. Justin, if played this properly, gets the kill on the Cosmic. Mind-blowing. Justin not knowing where mind-blowing is, though, but he can heal himself. That is all that matters in this gunfight right now. If mind-blowing gets his good flick in, this should be game over for this round. But if Justin plays this smart, it could very well not be. I think they know plant's going down. But he's peeking the wrong site. After bullets still come out from the other side, he was still peeking there. He's gonna rotate back. Can't fit through it. The Claymore should, but the legs, if he can see that, I think he did, but he just didn't realize it. Swings it and mind-blowing, laying down, gets the kill. I really think he saw the legs there, but he just didn't realize it, unless it was the legs of the chair I was seeing. Either way, they're them some legs. Tsunami needs this round to push it overtime to be able to win. I don't know what to expect from this round. This is really putting it all on the line for Tsunami season. You don't really want to be in this situation, especially with the amount of pressure. But like I said, I don't know if either of these teams are gonna crack with pressure. I see maybe Justin and maybe Cosmic, but I don't see Water or Mind-blowing cracking under pressure.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Which is a cav play I do like out of Water. They haven't really had a nice roam here recently, and the time they did, they kind of threw the kill to Cosmic, which is what let them win that round actually. Not gonna be reinforcing site. Not really much to say about what's going on right now. Just kind of textbook cav play. Hiding from drones in a 2v2, which is kind of needed, especially when the other team hasn't really seen you play cav.
More reinforcements in place! Caveira, I checked your med eval last night. Looks like you could use a break.
We can take a break when we're dead.
This could be too aggressive of a peek from cav, though. I guess he's not peeking it, so it doesn't matter. Ash already being in, though, that could foil their plot. Unless Cav heard it, which she did not. Cav might be able to get a peek on the dock. Well, not Cav. Ash might be able to get a peek on the dock here, which could be terrible for Doc. Oh no. He did drop away, but he doesn't know that Ash is over there yet. And then he's going to run straight into it. The Cav play is going to be huge here, though. The ability to just not be hurt at all. He has to be able to silent step down this hallway. The flick over gets the down. Might even be able to get a tarot. No, he's not going to go for it. He hurt him in the other site. Water needing this. Everything on the line. Almost ran into a Claymore. Definitely caught himself there. Just tried to pull it out a little too aggressive. Could have played time there. Wasn't a bad play from Water Slayer. Just not a very good land there. We saw Just Team 2 play as a complete unit this game. Not really much you can say about it. Mind-blowing, didn't really have his breakout game that he had in game 1, but he and his teammate worked really well together. Water trying to pull something out of nothing. Just unfortunate. Alright, I don't really have any game questions, but I have future questions, I guess. So I guess I'll still go to game chat. Mind-blowing stuff.
Yes, babe.
I don't really have many questions about the game. I'm
I
kind
got a
of
question.
slow, and I don't. Go ahead.
So, mind-blowing stuff. From my observations, it seemed like in a lot of the rounds where it came down to you versus one of them, the round was often won by either planting the bomb, like it was in the overtime of the Outback match, or the threat of planting, like it was in Emerald Plains match. How did that kind of getting the bomb down impact those rounds to where you flip the attacker to the defender? How do you think that changed things?
It makes it very hard for them to win the round when you can play plant offsite. Although I don't like doing that, so I peek them. Make it fair.
That's fair. That's fair. You were pretty aggressive with the claymores too. Were you just really hoping to get a claymore kill, or was that like
I
just
was really hoping to declare more kill. I made sure there was none in my inventory when I died every round.
He was
Alright, those are my
fiending
two
for it.
questions.
Alright, looking at your future plans, your next game will be against Slow Rollers. How are you feeling about that game? Because you have not played them at all this season.
I think we're gonna win that pretty easily, and then go
I
back
would have
into
to
the
disagree.
bracket and play Mad Dog, and they're pretty garbage at the game, so I think we'll win that one.
Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because whoever loses out of filled up an enemy, you will be playing after Slow Rollers.
He will not be playing. No, slow rollers will be playing.
Alright. I see it's just,
What was your season standing? What did you finish? Like 2?
Higher than you.
5?
Higher than you.
hey, that is true. He finished 4 seed, you finished 6 seed.
Well, we threw on purpose for an easier first bracket matchup.
Somebody knows what's up.
Alright. I don't have many questions. Congratulations on the win, and you all have a nice one. I kind of was brain dead that whole time, not gonna lie. Still, we ball. You're gonna hear a lot of yapping and repeating shit, but we ball.
Is the stream still going?
Yes.
Yummy.
Alright, see you all in the next one. The next game will either be Slow Rollers versus Just Team 2 or Filled Up versus Enemy. We will determine dates later.